Before we get to the song here for the message, before Doug's message, I'm going to read to you the facts that I came up with on the sermon real quickly because it's actually pretty brief. The sermon is Duties of a Dad from 1 Timothy 6:11 through 16, and the author is the Apostle Paul. Now, we've already got a lot of background information about Paul to begin with. He was born within 10 years of the Christ crucifixion. He was a big enemy of Christianity, and one of the things two things that we really know about him is that he was so against Christianity that he was actually orchestrated the stoning of Stephen, who was the first martyr of the Christian faith. Secondly, we all know about the fact that Paul had his Damascus encounter and became, from Saul, became Paul, and then he became the greatest messenger of the New Testament. So the time of the writing for 1 Timothy 6:11 through 16 is between AD 60 to AD 65. This is the period in Paul's life where he's reaching the end of his life. He's getting very close here. The message is that Paul writes to advise and encourage the young church leader Timothy, and besides pastoral instruction, Paul tells Timothy how to deal with practical and spiritual problems in the congregation. Timothy's name means a man who honors God, and he was the son of a Jewish mother and Greek father, and he was a young convert who traveled extensively with the Apostle Paul, and that's recorded in Acts 16, verse 1. The background here is this, that Paul most likely wrote these letters after the time covered in the book of Acts. Acts closes with Paul under house arrest in Rome. Traditionally, it was believed that Paul was then released and then continued his work around the Mediterranean, even reaching out into Spain, which is recorded in Romans 15:22 through 29. Paul wrote 1 Timothy and Titus during this period of further mission work. Timothy had been left in Ephesus to handle some problems with false teaching there, and Paul gave instruction on the type of behavior that should characterize those in the church. As Paul addressed the character of church members, he presented it in light of the work of Christ, which Paul encourages us to fight for the faith and to work towards eternal life. So that's the information that I had on that, and we're going to